Hi, my name's Mark. I'm one of the pastors here at Trillium. What do you think Jesus looked like? Like, was he handsome? Was he attractive looking? Was he homely? Was he muscular, or was he a bit scrawny? What was his skin color? I mean, we see so many paintings of him depicted as some Scandinavian Caucasian, but in fact, he was from the Middle East. What was his skin color? Was he artistic, or was he athletic? And of course, we don't know the answer to those questions at all. The Bible tells us nothing about those things about Jesus. What we would consider the outer appearance is of no consequence to the gospel accounts of Jesus' life. You know, I listen to radio announcers, maybe you do too, and I don't really realize I'm doing it, but I create a visual picture in my mind based on their voice. And I know I do this because when I finally see a picture of that radio personality, I'm always surprised. They don't look at all like what their voice makes me think they look like. And I'm not even conscious of doing this. And I think that we tend to impose our own sensibilities on voices, on our expectations of what a person would look like by what they sound like. And you can do that in reverse. You can see a picture of somebody and you can imagine a voice for them. You can imagine a personality and not even be conscious of doing it. It happens all the time. We tend to put so much emphasis on the outer appearance of someone, and we make all these stereotypes and determinations of a person. I was reading a Globe and Mail article recently about how difficult it is for older workers, like 55, 60, to get another job, to even get a job interview, because there's these expectations about a person's age and how they look that will have an influence on how we perceive them in their work, in their ethics, in their attitudes, their approaches to work, their ability to be flexible, their expectations. And it's really hard for someone who's, say, 60 to get a job interview anymore because people don't think they can do the job. And the evidence, of course, is quite the opposite. People who are older make great workers, but it's hard to get past that outer appearance that we impose these sensibilities on that person, and they're not true. And it happens for young people, too, who have a hard time getting into the workforce because we have these expectations of what a younger person will be like. You know, you see a group of 3 or 4 teenagers walking down the street towards you, and all of a sudden you're already reacting to them based on their appearance, their outer appearance, knowing nothing about who they are. There's a great story in the Bible of Samuel the prophet going to Jesse, to the house of Jesse. God has told Samuel that the new king of Israel is going to come from Jesse, one of Jesse's sons. And Samuel has this expectation of what the king of Israel is going to look like. So when Jesse brings out his oldest son, Eliab, and Jesse shows him, and he's this big, strap and handsome, strong young man, Samuel thinks, this has got to be the Lord's anointed. And a voice comes to Samuel, no, it's not him. I don't want him. You look at the outer appearance. You mortals focus on outer appearances, but I, the Lord, see the heart. And each of Jesse's sons is rejected, even though he looks like he could make a great king by his outer appearance. And finally, having going through 7 of the sons of Jesse, there are none left. And Samuel turns to Jesse, is this all you got? And Jesse says, well, actually, I have one more son. He's out in the fields tending the sheep. He's my youngest. His name's David. Of course, that's the one that God's looking for, because God's looking at the heart, the essence of the person, and not the outer appearance. It seems to me those of us who follow Jesus commit ourselves to looking not at the outer appearance only, but to the heart of the person. We say here at Trillium, we offer friendship and fellowship to all. To all, not some, not to a few, some, many, most, but to all people. Even those people whose outer appearances are challenging for us, because we've committed ourselves to follow Jesus and see to the heart of the matter of the person. And that's not easy to do. What do you think Jesus looked like? I don't know. Does it really matter in the end? You're out and about in your life over the next few days. Think consciously of your way of looking at someone's appearance and the implications that come from that, the expectations, the ways that we craft what we think that person is. And then challenge yourself to go to the heart of the matter and see if you can see into their heart. It'll make all the difference.